How to break apart a rectangle in Affinity Designer, as well as use contours. Go to the Tools panel and select the Rectangle tool. Create a rectangle. Set the fill to nothing, set the stroke to black, and then set the width. I'm going to go with 5.5. You can set it to anything you want. Next thing to do, go to the Contour tool. There's the Contour tool. Click that. And there's a number of options, and I'm just going to drag out so you can see the contour effect. Now, I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go with this one. Fill, not the first one, but the second item. And you end up with this inner part of the rectangle. Now click Bake Appearance. And Bake Appearance will convert the curve to just a standard curve that you can manipulate. It's no longer a rectangle. So Bake Appearance. And you can see now it says curves instead of rectangle. Also, you can go over here to the node tool. So node tool, and with that you can see now you've got all of these nodes all the way around. And you can drag over the whole lot, select them all, and then go up here to Action and click this one, Break Curve. So click Break Curve. Go to the Tools panel and select the Move tool, and then you can select the individual curves. You can see it selected there, and simply just drag to move it. Select that one and move it. Drag and move it. Now sometimes you might end up selecting the other one, but there, I want to move that one. However, what you can also do is you can use the curves over here in the layers, and simply once you've selected it here, just use the arrow keys to move it if you don't want to use the standard move tool. And you can move these ones, and also once you've moved them, you can also change the width and colour if you wish as well. So simply go over here and then change the width. And you can see now I've got a thicker width there. I can select this one and maybe make that, say, 27. Select that one, maybe make that one maybe slightly thinner. It's up to you. So you can create a variety of different designs simply by selecting the individual curve and then changing the width. And of course you can also slightly transform it, move it slightly around if you wish to do that as well. Once you've moved everything, once you've applied the widths, what you can do, you can group them all. Select every single one of those curves. You can do that over in the layers as well. And then right click and group. So it all becomes one group. Just makes it easy to move things around and duplicate. So you can resize that if you wish. You can also then reposition it. Hold down the Alt Option key and drag to duplicate that group design. And you can repeat that multiple times. And of course, I'm using a rectangle. Doesn't have to be a rectangle. You could be using a star design, maybe multiple different shapes. You could have ellipses, rounded rectangles, etc. And then you can resize it. You can also rotate it to create all kinds of other designs as well. If you want to select all of the curves, actually, it's not particularly easy. Certainly if you just go to the layers and just say, oh, let's just select this one, etc. It takes a bit of time to select them all. But what you can do is simply select one and then go to Select and down to Select Same. And of course, they're exactly identical. Same fill color. They're all black. So click there, fill color, and they're all now selected. Why do I want to select them all? Well, I'm going to go up here to Contour tool. So there's Contour tool, simply drag. And as you do that, you'll get a contour for all the curves and create again another interesting design. Of course, once you're happy with that, what you can do, you can say Bake Appearance again. So just click that. You can, of course, select all of groups and now right click and group. So you've grouped the contour design into one group. You can also, if you want, go to Layer and rasterize, so you turn it into a pixel layer if that's what you want. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. If you've got any questions, please leave those in the comments below. Always great to hear from you. Also got loads and loads of other tutorials about Affinity Designer on the Graphic Extras channel. Please check them out. Thank you much.